Alright, welcome everyone. This is Health Matters with me, Dishen Kumar, and today we are in University Kebangsaan, Malaysia to talk about dengue. Now, the dengue fever has been in our lives, and as Malaysians, even growing up, we know about this virus, we know how the mosquito looks like and things like that. But why is this still happening in Malaysia? Why we have not been able to eliminate this disease in Malaysia? So we're going to be talking to experts on dengue virus and also the dengue mosquito, and also what we can do to actually take care of ourselves and also the environment around us. So join me in today's episode. This is Health Matters with me, Dishen Kumar. Alright, hi everyone, thank you for joining me. This is Health Matters with me, Dishen Kumar. And as earlier I would have said that today's episode is actually about dengue. Now we all know about this dengue fever, the dengue issue in Malaysia. When I was young, you know, every TV station, every news channel, there's always stories about dengue. So we are here today to actually talk to a dengue expert or the dengue mosquito expert. Thank you, Prof, for joining us today.
Thank you.
Alright, Prof, let's start off very straight to the point question about dengue. How bad is it?
Well, for this year, it is, I would say, very bad because we have about 156% more than what we used to have last year. Within the time, 156% more than what we used to have from the same frame time of last year.
Okay.
Okay, as you know that up to now, we have recorded up to 31,233 cases. And that is a very alarming. But if it's not alarming, we should look at the death toll caused by dengue. It's now amounting up to 50 deaths already.
In this year?
In this year alone, within 9 weeks.
Okay.
All right.
So, the thing is, people don't really get what actually happens to your body when you actually have dengue. And once you get it, it's just a fever. But it's not as normal as the common cold fever, as a normal fever that we actually have. So what actually happens to your body when you get dengue?
Okay. First of all, we must understand that dengue is transmitted or vectored by Aedes mosquito.
Okay.
There are two types of Aedes, Aedes aegypti and Aedes albopictus. Okay. Aedes aegypti is the one who resides with you inside the house, and Aedes albopictus is the outside mosquito.
Oh, okay.
All right. Meaning that some people say that, okay, I don't jog a lot, I stay at home. Am I safe from dengue? The answer is no. You are still vulnerable to Aedes bites, whether you are inside or outside.
But what is the difference between those two? Why one you say it's inside, one is outside? Is it sunlight or is it temperature or what is the?
Because there are some preference, because like Aedes aegypti is like the domestic one. Okay, they stay inside your dwellings and rarely goes out. If they goes out, not more than 80 meters. There are some studies.
So there's a radius.
Yeah, the radius. Okay, they always come back. They won't venture out too much. The wild one, okay, that is albopictus. The one that you would have fan club when you goes around your leg, when you do your jogging and come back. Okay, back to your question. What happening when these infective mosquitoes, that the virus harboring inside the body, comes and bite you? They take your blood, okay, unintentionally. They also give to us the virus inside the body.
No, because the mosquito is infected.
Bites, yes.
So when it bites us, that's when it infects
because
us.
the virus is inside the saliva.
Okay.
So they have to use the saliva as anti-clotting for to suck up the blood.
Okay.
Without the saliva, then you know the blood would clot. They wouldn't get it. Okay. And then once it gets inside your body, we thought that I do have protection. Okay, or for instance that we do the white blood cells to do that. We let the antibodies to do our job and things like that. But unfortunately, what happened is when it goes out to our bloodstream and been disseminated for our protection to kill it, but instead they don't kill it. They mask the immune system and beat the immune system and they ride on these white blood cells and our immune system to disseminate throughout the body. So instead of killing them, they're giving the right to these viruses.
So what you're trying to say is our antibodies actually don't fight the virus, but actually the virus rides on the antibodies.
Helping it to disseminate throughout the body.
Okay.
So once it got into your body, and some other senses also, we have other like interferons and things like that, get alarmed with that and trying to kill these white blood cells that have been riding, that this virus has been riding.
Okay.
But unfortunately, it raised the temperature of the body. That's why you have very high fever the moment all these things gets mixed up and get the alarm. Okay.
Because the fever is a body's response of telling you, hey, there's something wrong.
There's something wrong. There's an infection going on inside your body. So after that, what happened is they raise the temperature really high, and at the same time, it causes you some lethargy. So the lethargy thing is a very complex thing to explain. But it has some effect on you because this is actually to differentiate whether you have the normal viral fever or the dengue fever, because the lethargy comes together with that high fever.
Yeah, because when you get a common cold and you get a fever, you don't feel that tired.
You feel tired, but not that tired.
Like when you get dengue.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that lethargy is actually some warning sign for people to understand, hey, I am getting something that is not normal like any viral fever. Right. So when the moment that we realize that we have that, we should seek the treatment as soon as possible.
Okay, talking about treatment, one thing that we always try to go around or try to understand is, can you fully recover from dengue?
Well, yes.
You can?
The answer is yes.
Okay.
You can fully recover from dengue, provided you get the earliest treatment as soon as possible. That is the key word to this.
So earliest treatment, what can we say is the range?
Well, the moment you feel high fever, high grade fever, must come together with the lethargy.
Okay.
Not the normal one that when you woke up, oh, I'm not feeling well today. Not the one. Okay. And sometimes it comes together with some nauseous, some vomiting, some pain at the back of your eyeball, and also it's been called breakbone fever because you will feel very, very painful at all your joints and things like that. The moment you have either one of these, go and check yourself at the clinic. Especially, in Kuala Lumpur, I know Jabatan Kesihatan Negeri Wilayah Persekutuan has this motto: every fever is a dengue fever until proven otherwise. Meaning that when the moment you got fever, the first thing that should come to your mind is this dengue? Go and check, because they will get your blood check for your NS1 antigen. And that is very fast actually. Unlike last time, this is about 1 hour or at most 2 hours. Then you get the results.
Because this is very, very interesting, because we as Malaysians, we get fever, makan Panadol, I have
yes,
some Panadol,
I should be fine.
I should be fine, you know.
Call the office, I'll be away for day, you know.
So I think it's very important that any type of fever that you have, the first thing in your head, you should say, okay, maybe this is dengue, let me just go and check it out.
Whether you feel or experience any of the side effects that I told just now, but for me, every time when you have fever, just go and check. There's no harm in doing that, you know. Okay, because for us, it's a differential diagnosis. If it's not, oh, Alhamdulillah, I don't have any dengue fever, so I can go on with my life. But if you have dengue fever, the doctor might ask you to come back again and get your blood rechecked and checked, because we want to see when is really your platelet goes down, because that is one of the reasons why your body is shutting down and causing your death, because one of it is the number of the platelet in your blood goes down very, very
But
fast.
why does the platelet go down? What actually causes the platelet to go down?
There are some theories saying that this platelet, they are utilizing this platelet as the food for this virus. Something like that. So platelet is very important for your venous and or your artery to keep their integrity. But once it's not there, then it crumbles. So once it crumbles, it's just like the pipe, the one that you go to. It's been like got holes inside it. And the water does not really goes well. It just goes out through all the holes, and it goes into the flesh rather than towards all the necessary.
So that's where it becomes very severe.
Then it becomes very severe.
Okay.
And one thing that people must know, the moment you have, you think that you are okay, you don't have that temperature, your temperature has gone down, that is when your platelet really, really goes down. Some people thought that, I am okay, I don't have fever anymore, so I should be fine in 2 or 3 days' time. You are wrong with dengue, because that is where the danger zone is. Your platelet could plunge anytime, and that is what happening to many of the patients, including my own son. Luckily, that thing happened while he was hospitalized. We could see from 40, it goes down to 21, it goes down to 12, and it goes down to 9. Just imagine if he's not been hospitalized at that time.
Exactly.
He might get treated, but late, then God knows what happened next. So that is why we ask you to come and check regularly, daily, for your platelet count to see if that thing is, that pattern is, we're seeing the pattern going down and down and down. Yet, we can help. We have platelet cells that can be bombarded back to your body to help out with the platelet count number.
And did your son recover?
Alhamdulillah, alive and kicking, live to tell.
So you actually can fully recover, but depending on when you seek treatment, that's the most important thing.
That is the most important thing.
Prof, we have to talk about, talking about when a person gets, let's say I think I have dengue, and you tell your friends or your family, the first thing is like, you need to do this, or you need to do that, you need to do this. So we need to address some of the misconceptions.
Yep.
So a lot of people have a lot of things, a lot of advice to give you when you get dengue or you're not feeling well. So one of the things that I actually, even personal experience, heard about is people ask you to actually drink isotonic drinks, 100 plus, and saying that, you drink a lot of 100 plus, you'll be fine. Is that really true?
Okay, all right. Okay. Let me get back to the basic of patient management. The moment you get dengue, your body is dehydrated, so you need to replenish it back. Okay. But replenishing it back does not mean that you have to take bottles of isotonic drinks. That's why the drip was set, and you need to check how much volume of water that coming in and how much volume of water that going out, because it has to be balanced, or else the water will be trapped in your body, and it will come to another complications which we don't want. Okay, the water might get into your lungs and something like that, or too much of burden to your body, because at that point of time you don't know which organ that actually really suffers. It could be your kidney. So when your kidney is at suffer, then how could it really
process all the water that you actually drink?
Process the water and things like that. Okay.
So shouldn't we not drink any water? How much water should we drink?
Okay, coming back to that, there are some practitioners that feel that if you bombard yourself too much with the isotonic drinks, it is also a sugary thing. That isotonic contains sugar. So with your kidney, it's not functioning well and properly. How can it process all those water and the sugar that goes into your body? Then that's why the best water is just plain water.
Just plain water. How much should we be drinking?
Well,
whenever we feel thirsty, we drink. Just keep ourselves hydrated.
Keep yourself hydrated. Well, do not drink a lot, too much at one time. Let's say, I want to drink half a liter. No. Just go easy with that, at one point, 150 ml, another half an hour, do not bombard yourself too much with the water.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, doctor, let's move on to another thing, papaya leaves.
Oh, yes.
Okay, that's something that's quite famous that we have heard, So what, is there any truth in that?
Well, the truth is, from our findings and from what the Institute for Medical Research has found out, that this papaya leaf, they have this platelet activating factor, PAF. This platelet activating factor is good actually to your body when your platelet is also going down. So it helps to maintain the platelet or to boost up the platelet number. Okay, but this is a friend of mine in IMR told me, there's a way of doing it, not just grab any of the banana of the papaya leaf, blunt it and get the water. No, there are some steps of doing it. Okay, one of it is you have to get the third circle from the top. The third circle from the top of the tree. Okay, so this is the top of the tree. 1, 2, 3. Okay, get that one because we want that because we don't want it to be too old and we don't want it to be too young. Get that leaf. Get that leaf and pound it because we just want the extract. 1 tablespoon.
So don't grind it, but pound it.
Pound it.
Okay.
Okay. Make it 1 tablespoon. Okay. Take that once a day for 3 days.
Once a day.
Only.
Oh, okay.
Okay. After that, let the body with that
react to what you're taking.
To it. Do not overdoing it and do not over, meaning that I want to get fast, my platelet are getting up fast. I try in the morning and one in the night. No, don't do that. And another tip is you, if possible, as soon as possible, you extract it, give it to the person because whatever inside that, the enzyme would last less than half an hour. To be exact, 22 minutes. 22 minutes? Yep.
So take the leaf, pound it, put it with water, is it? Drink it with water?
Just,
or just
squeeze it. And make it 1 tablespoon. Just 1 tablespoon. Okay, and then after that you
once a day for 4 days.
Once a day for 3 days.
For 3 days.
3 days only. Okay, because do not overdo it because we worry inside the compound inside the papaya could lead you to some other kind of poison if you overdose. So do not overdose.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Everything has to be in moderate.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Prof.
My pleasure.
Thank you so much for watching. We'll be back right after this. Next up, we'll be talking about the whole campaigning, the go-to-rangs that we've done for dengue, what actually has changed and what actually we can do better in order to fight the dengue virus. So join me after this. Alright, welcome back. This is Health Matters with me, Dishen Kumar, and today's topic is dengue fever. We talked to an expert on dengue virus before this, so now we actually have a very different perspective in where we will talk to Mr. Kevin. Thank you, Mr. Kevin, for joining us today.
Right. Thanks.
Okay, Mr. Kevin, we have to talk about the why is this still happening. We grew up, I'm sure grew up with people putting posters and pictures and then TV advertisements and then calls and campaigns and everything. Everything has been done. Why is this dengue issue still in Malaysia, in your opinion?
Yeah, I would say the government and a lot of people, NGO is doing a lot of good job, and also the media. But however, the population are changing. They are growing, with different kind of attraction, different kind of social media is coming up. So a lot of time we all distract. So what BSF stand is we are expert in technology, but we are not expert in education or is in carry out the message to the community. That's why we come into a conclusion 2 years ago when we found that a lot of activity have been done, and in fact with the support MOH we are giving out a lot of solutions to the community and a lot of free products to the community, but it's still not controlled. So Prof, thanks for Prof, and we have this brainstorming and we discuss each other. Actually, what is happening? And then with all this background and study, we come into conclusion. And also before that, we actually engage Prof Hida, have few times of with conference or briefing or talk in our company. So where we found that the way she carry out the message is very different from other people.
Okay.
So from all these ideas, all these positive point coming in, so we formulate into this campaign. What is so different about this campaign? Number one is ownership, where we found that people is always say we want to do CSR, but a lot of time they don't understand. This is a community issue. It's a public health. It's not only government, because a lot of people thought this is a local council issue.
Yeah.
Every time they just sit back and rely for gain.
So the mentality is mostly like people say, oh, it's not my problem. The government needs to handle it.
They should protect us. Everything they should do. Hygiene they should do. But they had never thought about it. We all are staying in the same community. We all have to help each other to protect each other. We come up with 6 chapters of education video.
Okay.
And this video is very much with the perspective of as a mosquito is talking to the community.
Okay.
So it's
right.
very engaging.
Okay.
Yeah, and the way it's talking is very layman, very simple language, and it has been screened through by the health promotion board.
Okay.
Yeah, it's all and the education.
Is the video already out?
The video already out.
Okay.
Yeah. So we have a plan in this program. We already have a pilot test for 3 rounds.
Okay.
And we also have a pilot test in 5 schools.
Okay.
So it's really work. We can see the student is changing. Okay. Sorry. Back to the new way of doing things is very important because excitement.
Okay.
So we bring the whole family together in the morning session, and they run everywhere to search for the larvae. And then only they realize, and this fellow, where is the place they are?
Okay.
Yeah, in some garden we found that everybody thought it's very peaceful, very clean, but we successfully found many larvae hiding. Yeah.
So it doesn't mean that even the garden is clean or what. There is still ways for that specific mosquito to breed and hatch eggs and things like that. Okay. Let's just go on to another thing which people will definitely ask. Why does BASF, which is a chemical company?
Yes.
What does that have to do with dengue? Why did you guys actually get into this event? What was the change that you guys wanted to do, or did you feel like I have resources that I want to contribute? What is the why? The event, we can talk about the event later, but why does a chemical company want to do this? Want to get involved?
Okay, I think for BASF's perspective, we have started on this CSR program more than 10 years ago. We have this BASF Kids Lab.
Okay.
Yeah. So we actually trying to get the kids to learn what is science. So we have this program, annually program. but this is our second program from Malaysia perspective, because in Malaysia, BSF have more than about 2,000 employees.
Okay.
And we felt that we are part of Malaysia because we have a lot of entity here, we have our premises here. So we felt that there is a responsibility of being a big organization, and we have the technology, so we should able to reach out to help together with the government authority. We should able to help them in a way that how we collaborate with the UTCP.
So when did this initiative start? Like you guys wanted to do the fight against dengue?
It's all started, I think, 2-3 years ago.
Okay.
So, like what I mentioned, that we actually engaged a prof to have talk.
Yeah.
You know, and we realized that like you mentioned, that it's never stopped. The epidemic never. Everybody should join, like the media. You know, we join together and we make sure the message how to engage them, work together to make sure Malaysia can. Hopefully one day we can eliminate. Yeah, okay. That's our goal.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Kevin, for your time. And thank you for watching this show. This has been Health Matters with me, Dishen Kumar. We'll see you on the next episode. Goodbye. Thank you for watching. This has been Health Matters with me, Dishen Kumar. And today's topic was dengue. Now, this fever, or this viral fever actually has been around for a long time. But why is it still there in our lives? We actually have to take responsibility and clean up our areas, especially our homes, in order for us to finally eliminate this fever from our lives. We actually talked to experts and to people actually doing events, doing campaigns and things like that. But most importantly, it's the attitude that we have as Malaysians to actually take care of ourselves first, take care of our families, and also take care of the surrounding area. Now, this is a lot for us to think about. Please think and take care of yourselves. My name is Dishen Kumar. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.